pretty soon. Mike's supposed to be here, but he's not here yet, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't heard him. I just came over a little bit before you came on. I was listening to the Madeira Aries Net and participating in that.
What frequency is that on?
146, 745, PL at 123.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Might need it one of these days.
Oh yeah, I like to check into all the Aries nets I can. Problem is, a lot of them are all on the same time, so I have to pick a couple. I do fit both Merced and Western Kern County in at the same time, 7 o'clock on Mondays, but Merced's usually quick, so I can do that and get over and still make the Western Kern County one down in Bakersfield.
What repeater are you using in Bakersfield?
Oh, let's see. It's 145.150, I believe. I'm not sure if it's on Breckenridge or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably on Breckenridge. It covers everything. I used to get into a repeater from my car that was in San Bernardino, and I couldn't believe it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I heard a repeater down there, and I talked to Aaron about it, and he says, well, you got to be careful because you may be hearing it because it's rebroadcast, and a lot of those guys don't want you on their repeater unless you belong to their club. And one of the big clubs down there has crazy dues. I think it's a couple $100 a year. So I'll just listen, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it, so... I think it was an open, well, it wasn't an open repeater. A lot of people used it. And they had one, it was on 440 and 144. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, it used to come in. It doesn't, I don't think it does anymore. Of course, I haven't tried it. I don't have this thing in the car anymore, so I don't know. Anyway, KM6SRR, a success.
Okay, Bill. I guess we'll wait for the big guy. Wait for that good old whistle up. KM6SR, standing by.
Good evening, Bill. Good evening, Rob. KG6CEF.
Good evening. Coming in good. A6S.
Good evening, Daryl. Yep, you got it good.
Good evening.
There's Mike.
Good evening, 727.
Turn your power up.
There's that 727 sandbag. I called you earlier and you never popped.
I'm popping up slowly these days.
I was just 6 feet back from the mic. Come on, give me a break.
I was talking about AJ, Mike.
You sound like death warmed over, Michael.
Not yet. Don't get excited. You ain't gonna get my stuff.
Can I have it, Mike? KM6SR?
Maybe, Rob.
Good evening to you, Daryl there, KG6CEF 982. We got you on the log.
Thank you, sir. Yep. Good evening, Mike.
Okay, good evening, Daryl.
Mike, both mics, I should say.
Yeah, both mics. This one is Mikey. The other one there in Clovis is Mike.
That's right. I'm sorry. I just can't get used to calling you Mikey.
Mikey likes it.
You're pissed off at me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what my mom would do. She'd call my middle name out long, Michael.
My mother would use my first and middle name when she wanted my attention.
Mine too.
WB6 Cheyenne P, course called.
107. Good evening, Dane.
Good evening, Mike, Mikey, or Michael, depending on your choice. I got some quick rain numbers for you. From the 14th to the 17th, we are showing 4.43 inches on one system and 4.79 inches on the other system.
Yeah, it's a good thing they match, huh? I had about 4 inches in that same period. Thank you.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's all subjective, whatever, you know, but, you know, anytime you know, try to, you know, come up with exact numbers, but that was both off the digital station and off the mechanical.
Yeah, it all depends on how it winds, which way the wind's blowing and how it gets collected and stuff. It's mostly that more than any other area. I'll bet you if you took 5 inches from one and poured it into the other one, it would read 5 inches. It's just that they don't collect the same.
Yeah, and like I say, the digital station, it reads a little different. Dan seemed to always be concerned that it was not, you know, that accurate. And I figure, you know, within a couple tenths difference between his house and my house.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I wouldn't worry about it. A couple of tenths isn't going to make any difference anyway in the big picture. But so far, I'm sitting at 5 and I think I got 9 inches so far, 8 or 9.
Okay, well, like I said, that was in the rain event from the 14th through the 17th.
Yeah, well, my total there, my big total is from the beginning of the rains in that early one in October. Anyway, good evening to everybody. I'm pointed south and looking for KB6RQU. We're also looking for Ben down there. Ben, are you there tonight? N6SWR or K6MYC? KB6RQU, Rick?
N6SWR, Bozo number 247.
There's 247. Good evening. Good evening. You must have been back in the back room there. Good evening there, Ben. Over to you, Rob. Say hello to Ben, and then down to Bill there. KM6SRR in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Hello, Ben. N6SWR, KM6SR. Good to hear you there.
Roger, you're loud and clear down here in Bakersfield, both of you this evening.
Yeah, pretty good propagation, I guess. You're doing really good up here. I'll turn you over to Bill there, AA6S. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Roger, N6SWR, AA6S. Good signal here in the Visalia, Ben, and sounding really good. Good hearing you there. N6SWR, AA6S, over.
Roger, AA6S, you're always loud and clear into Bakersfield, always.
QSL, thank you, Ben. Back to net, back to you there, Mikey.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose. What did you say, Bill?
Oh, I just said back to net. Back to you, Mikey. AA6S.
Okay. Well, boy, we're sure having a hard time getting Rick to check in. I guess he's given up or something. Maybe his radio is broken. Who knows? Anyway, I'm out here in the cold, and I had to blow my nose, but I'm okay now. Anyway, good evening all. And I didn't hear 971 in here tonight. Is he here?
W6PE is here.
W6 Papa Echo. Good evening, Mike.
Good evening. Just wanted to jump in there early. Last couple days have been early days at the job, so I've been hitting the hay early.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you made a long transmission, I think, last night on 1296, and unfortunately I didn't copy much of it. And I was going to have you repeat. Normally you don't make long transmissions like that, and of course most of the time I copy you. And of all times that I couldn't quite pull it out, it was when you made a long transmission. But I think you were talking about the same kind of problem that I was having here with over voltage and things blowing out. We did manage to get the repairman out for the the dryer, the clothes dryer, and the control board was blown. That's only $581, so we'll get the wash machine fixed up shortly. Probably by Tuesday, the wash machine should be going. The furnace guy said the part is in, and he's bringing it out. He'll be here tomorrow morning, so maybe we'll have some heat in the north end of the house. That'll be good. So little by little, we're getting our stuff back together. W6PE in the group, K6MYC, Bozo Net 2 meters.
Oh boy, Mike. This is the wrong time of the year not to have heat, so hopefully they'll get all that stuff going. Yeah, that's the problem with the modern appliances. When something dies on them, it's a little more pricey than the older ones, which had just mechanical switches and a timer on them. So yeah. So anyway, they got that fixed, so that was a good thing, and obviously they were able to find the parts, and that's another good thing. So I'm glad that stuff's moving on, and you're going to have some heat. It's the winter time, bad time to be cold. Sounds like it's a little bit chilly out there in the shack tonight as well.
Oh, it's not bad. It's in the 60s here somewhere. It's just that it's not as warm as it was when I was sitting in front of the fireplace in the house. Anyway, good evening to you, Mike. Let me see who else we have in here, and then we'll run over toward the Tascadero. Is this the third Wednesday of the month, Bill? Are we going to miss Ron tonight? Did you talk to him last night on 1296? What did he say?
I talked to him, but he didn't mention anything about today being on or not. Go ahead.
Yeah, he usually forgets to tell us. Where's the Southern California group tonight? It's a different control guy, and he doesn't turn up this way. Southern California, where are you? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo 47.
Call him on vertical.
Hey, Mike.
Go ahead.
What was the root cause of that whole thing at your house?
Well, we're not 100% sure, but it looks like it's one of the solar inverters started to act up, and we're not sure what triggered that, but it acted up and it put 78 volts on the neutral line, and that can really screw stuff up. Your neutral is supposed to be at ground, and I guess that caused all kinds of havoc. We lost, we lost plug strips, we lost wall warts, we lost furnaces, the power supplies for the furnace controllers at each end of the house, and maybe the controllers. We won't know until we get one of the new ones in, should be in tomorrow, and installed, and we'll find out if the control board is also blown. If that's the case, we're looking at $1,800 a piece for the furnaces, so that's not a good idea. The boards for the furnaces are much more expensive than the board for the dryer. They're the same board, but I'm kidding. They could be the same board, but one costs $1,500 and the other one's $580. Over.
Roger. Was that inverter from Signature Solar?
Desert. Looking over to the Central Valley. Anybody copy? KG6USS, Bozo 831. Hello.
Yep.
KG6USS, K6MYC, Bozo 47. Good evening, John.
W6PE up there. Good to hear you calling the Aries Net tonight, Mike.
Yeah, how you guys doing? Are you staying warm over there?
I didn't hear you, John. You got covered up by Rob here. Rob, go ahead and call John there.
Yeah, let me point down there.
He's coming your way. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm on low power calling, so I didn't bother anybody too much. Apparently he's not there.
That's KG6USS, Bozo 831 up here in the high desert. Yeah, turn the house around, guys. I'm up here in the high desert.
Towards Tom there at Santa Cruz.
Are you going to call L.A. or not, Bill? Stand by, John. People are rotating toward you. You're a little late.
Yeah, I can talk to him now, Mike. Good evening, John. KG6USS. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Old Bozo 432, over.
Hey, 432. Rob, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I guess better than I deserve, as they say.
Yeah, you guys you got a lot of rain out of this storm that came through, yeah?
Yeah, up here we got about 4 inches. That brings me a little over 6 for the season so far.
Wow, they're louder. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I think this is going to be one of those winters. But anyway, hey, thanks for checking in, Rob. Anybody else out there that you know?
Well, I haven't heard John 711 on tonight. Bill, I think, might have been pointed a different direction. Are you pointed down to L.A., Bill, AA6S?
No, I'm pointed towards, over towards Santa Cruz to Tom right now.
I'll give him a shot. KG6USS, WA6AAJ 727, over.
Hey, 727. Got you in here loud and clear, brother. How you doing tonight?
Very good. Thank you for checking me in, and you got a good signal tonight.
Yeah, it seems to be real clear. I guess the atmospheric conditions are just right on the number there.
Roger. Good signal. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else want to check in to Southern California, Bozo Net? 831 up here in the high desert.
Hey, John, Bill's got his antenna pointed over to Santa Cruz. I guess he has to go out and crank it by hand to turn it down your way, so he's going to leave it in Santa Cruz.
Go ahead and check in 800. He's here. He just can't turn toward you at the moment. So check in 800 there, John.
Okay, Mike, I got him. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, I understand how that goes. I had to do the same thing a long time ago.
Okay, otherwise I think that's it for tonight. Anybody else for John in the high desert, DM14, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Northern California? Pretty quiet, John. I think that's it for tonight. Good evening, and we'll see you on Sunday night.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
Try it again, Rob. You and Mike double. Try it again, Rob.
I was just saying, I was pulling Bill's leg. He's got a good rotator under his antenna.
Okay. All right. No. Hey, I can relate, dude. I had a pair of pliers that I had to turn my antenna around there for a while until I put a rotator up there.
Yep, roger on that. Hey, we got Dave in there. Are you hearing the guys from L.A. there, Dave?
Just barely. Probably about a 3. Not enough to make communications.
Okay.
Out of here and go back to the vertical here in the Southern California, guys. Hey, have a good one. Thanks for checking in. We'll check you out on Sunday night.
See you later, John. See you Sunday night. KG6 USS K6MYC. Good evening.
73 KG6
ZKE 704.
Good evening, Terry. 704 971. We got you, Dave. And 704. Good evening, Terry.
Good evening, Mike, and everybody out there. Just kicking back.
I hear you. AA6S is standing by.
Oh, who's standing by, Bill?
Somebody way further down south.
Bill, who did you say was standing by? You?
He was talking to the guys. I didn't turn my antenna.
You keep doubling with me, Bill. Who did you? Who are you standing by for?
Maybe we're going to call.
It's Tom there in Santa Cruz.
Okay, we haven't turned up that way. You don't want to try a Tascadero, huh? Okay, well, hang on a second. Let me just see if a Tascadero's there this evening. Stand by, Bill.
I called him a couple times, didn't come back.
You did, okay.
KG6TYO1009.
Yeah, good evening, Ron. 1009 KG6TYO. Good deal. Good evening.
Good evening. All right, I'll let you get the West Coast guys in there.
Thank you. You got a whole load of chicken wings?
You betcha, man. 2 a day.
There you go.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Got got you, Aaron. 1079, 1100, all checked in.
Alrighty. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, just going to give you a heads up. I will be out of town Monday to Wednesday of next week. We're going to take the kids over to Morro Bay and hang out at the beach for a couple days, but I should still be able to run the net. So just letting you know I'll be out of town most of next week.
But you said you will be running the stream?
Yeah. By the time the stream starts, we're already going to be back in the hotel room, putting kids to bed and stuff like that. So I'll be able to run the stream remotely.
Alrighty, very good. Thank you for the heads up. Okay, Atascadero, W6QUI, or anybody down that way in Paso Robles. Okay, 6MYC Bozo Net, calling toward Atascadero and the coast. Over. Okay, you're right, Bill. I'm hearing nothing, so coming up to Santa Cruz. Give him a call, Bill. We'll stand by.
KW6S, AA6S. Go ahead, Tom.
AA6S, KW6S. Good evening, Bill. Yeah, I was kept hearing the guy, but not enough to pull a call sign out. But that probably is who it was. Good to hear you on here tonight.
Yeah, Roger here from Spokane. You're about 10 over 9. And you must be pointed at me in Fresno there. Really sounding good. I just look at got some of my ancient books here I'm looking at. One of them going through here, what I listened on is a radio, September of 1938. One of them I found the same tuner that my console radio's got in it. Mike had one, but he got rid of his. I think I only knew of two of them in existence. It's a Emerald ST-150 console radio with the Super Pro receiver in it. And the only difference is it has a walnut green front panel and brown knobs instead of black ones. And from what I heard, they only made 50-some of them, and I don't think they exist anymore. I know of two of them. One I got and the one that Mike had, and he sold it to a guy, but that's the only two I know of. It sits in the back room. I'd find a place to put it, I'd dig it out, but no floor space to set it. KW6S, like I say, sounding super here. AA6S, go ahead, Tom.
AA6S, KW6S. Boy, yeah, I'd like to see your museum there one of these days. I've been getting rid of a lot of my old books and so forth here, and I've got a friend that's more than happy to take at least some of them. And the last one was Krause's antennas from, I think that was from like 1952. I think there's one edition afterwards. And a few other old ARRL things, and I've got some 41 handbooks and a lot of odds and ends like that really I usually like to do one last read through and then send them on their way. AA6S, KW6S.
226 is here.
I got so much of this stuff, I don't know what to do with it. I hate to throw it away, though, because it's nostalgic. I remember as a kid, man, I just drooled over all the stuff in there, and now all I can do is still do the same thing. Anyway, I've got some that go back to out in the building there that go back to 1918, I think. 17 and 18 and up. So some of the broadcast stuff and all these magazines, I really need to look at them because there's a lot of information there that people forgot, I think. Anyway, I'll get back to you. I don't want to hold up the net here. But sounded good, Tom. KW6S, AA6S, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I have a project that was in a 1966 QST that I started in '67, and I do have all the parts in one box and a copy of the magazine, but I'm just really having a tough time getting the ambition to build it. So the nostalgia is not as strong as it could be for me. Anyway, thanks for the outline there. I'm just going through old 73 magazines here online. AA6S, KW6S, and up to you, Mike.
Okay, very good. And we also have Ken in here. When we have Rob and maybe a few others, who knows. Good evening, Ken. WA60IB wants to say hello to Tom there, okay? And then we've got to pick up Lee, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Lee, are you in here tonight? I guess we don't have to worry about Lee. He doesn't appear to be there. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the gang, WA60IB, number 226. Good evening. Yeah, I've got the same thing. I got a lot of old books. I mean, real old books. But like you say, nostalgia is waning a bit. Not as nostalgic as I used to be, mainly because I just don't have the time. But it's nice to go back and look through them. And I've got all the old writer manuals and all that stuff for radios way back in the 20s and 30s and 40s. My uncle collected them because he used them in the shop and whatnot. And so I got so many service manuals and whatnot. I'll never see this stuff again, so I need to find a home for them. I hate to destroy them. They're so cool. Anyway, nice to hear you guys. KW6S, the gang, WA60IB.
WA60IB, KW6S. I've got a quick question for you, Ken.
I'll give you a quick answer, maybe.
You were repairing a 1296 amplifier a while back that used one of the modules, and you tracked it down somewhere. I used to get those from RF Parts, I guess it is, and they don't have them anymore. At least they're online, they say they don't. Do you have a source for those?
There's a source back east, yeah. They're kind of expensive. The amplifier's still sitting here. Because I needed all of them. I need 6 of them to make the amp work. And beautiful amplifier, but all 6 modules have been fried. Somebody overdrove the thing, I think, or something. I don't know. But anyway, they were well over $100 a piece. They were probably close to $200 a piece back there.
Do you remember the name of the place?
I can find it. If I find it, I'll email you because I've got all the information here. I'll just have to dig it out.
Okay. Is that a SSB amp?
No, but it uses the same modules. I forgot who it was. It's one of Mike's friends up north.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got an SSB, but it uses a different module. It uses the 10-watt ones that are used in actually in like my Kenwood. So I have one spare that I picked up at Friedrichshafen, and but that's different. I was wanting to get one of the more modern MOSFET ones. Yeah, just wanted to ask you about that. I'll keep digging. W60IB, KW6S.
Righto. Okay. Very good. Well, good to hear you. Thank you, Mike. WA60IB.
Okay, very good. Ken, over to you, Rob. Rob, baby.
KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. A little weak, I'm guessing you don't have the antenna pointed this way, but plenty good to have a QSO.
Yep, I didn't peek on you. I just kind of put it to where usually you are, so I'll peek the next time you transmit.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good to hear you. And I wasn't hearing you on 222 the other night. I was hearing Mike while I was frustratedly trying to flail my radio into submission, and you guys jumped out at about the same time I got it working right. So that's a new sticky note to check on for 222. KM6SR or KW6S?
Okay, Tom. I think we checked you in after the fact because Mike had antenna problems that night too.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I misspoke on that. It is the SSB amp. It uses 6 of those modules. It is the SSB amp.
Okay, yeah, I've got one spare of those, but I don't have I was looking for the one that PQL used in some of his stuff for just a single module amp.
Right, I understand. Okay, yeah, these are the big, the black brick modules. So I've got it needs 6 of them, and it's a beautiful amp. Yeah, it's just really nice. But oh well, it's a PA. What's it? 23100, I think.
Yeah, are you absolutely sure they're all bad? Mine would blow the fuse on turn on, and it turned out to be a problem in the over voltage protection circuit.
Yeah, no, this did a slow burn, I think. Yeah, all the inputs are open on the thing. They're just they're all bad. So yeah, I checked them out. Actually built a little circuit to try and run them and all that kind of stuff just to be sure. And I don't know. I just have a hunch somebody just overdrove the thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got mine from a very honest salesperson on eBay. He says it'd be a great amp, but it blows fuses on power up. It probably needs all the modules. Selling for the price of a heat sink. So I think I got it for $45.
Yeah. Okay. I got this up at the Turlock auction. And I think I paid $100 for it because everything else that the guy had all was pretty nice. It all worked and everything. I got several things from him. Well, not from him, but from the auction. He was an SK. But this particular device, I think I ended up paying about $100 for it. So I'd like to get it working now. It's a nice little amp.
Yeah, that's what I used until I got my current 1296 amp going.
Okay, is that for 1296? It used 6 of those 25-watt modules. Is that it, Ken?
North, but anyway, back to you, Mike. K6MYC and the gang, WA60IB.
Yeah, was that this SBE amplifier that used 6 of those 25-watt modules?
This is the SSB.
Yeah, the SSB. What was it supposed to put out, that SSB amp?
Golf.
They're 100 watts, and the modules are the ones that are rated for like 12 or 13 amps, or 12 or 13 watts. And it's the same module that Kenwood uses to get 10 watts on the TS2000.
Okay. Very good. And I hear you, Phil. 884. We got you. Hang on just a second. Okay, very good. I think we're washed that one down the drain. What I asked Ken was how many watts does the SB amp put out, but if you used 10 watts and 6 of them must have been 50, 60 watts or so, huh?
No, it's 100 watts. It'll do just a little more than 100 watts.
How can it be if they only put out 10 watts apiece?
They're like a 12, 14 watt part. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, no worries. Very good. Well, let's see. AF6 United, Lee, are you there? AF6 United in Watsonville area, K6MYC. Thing heard there. Let's get Phil. Phil, I think I can copy you, but give me a little chatter and I'll move the antenna into the Bay Area. KWB6GGY, Quainhart, K6MYC.
Yeah, beautiful evening here, WB6GGY. Expecting some more rain tomorrow. And with that, you're got a good signal here tonight, Mike. Excellent signal. So back to you. K6MYC, WB6GGY, Bozo 884.
Yeah, okay, very good, Phil. Well, we got quite a bit of stuff to talk about in the morning with all the furor that the Democrats are raising. They're burying in themselves. But anyway, quite a bit of stuff to look forward to tomorrow morning. We'll see you then. 73s for now, Phil. Good copy. You're not strong, but you're readable all the way.
7373, my friend. You and Judy have a good evening.
Thank you, Phil. Okay. Now in the Bay Area, QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net, low end of the Santa Clara Valley, K6MYC. Go ahead.
K6KLY.
K6KLY. Boy, you're good. One. Good evening, Russ.
Good evening. Nice and loud here on 2 meters compared to 1296 last night. Nothing new. Just keep carrying on by K6KLY.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 1296 was kind of pukey last night. I don't know. Everybody was down. I don't think there was anything wrong with the system here. The VSWR seemed to be fine and all that. But the band was just not up to snuff tonight. 2 meters sounds excellent here. Good evening to you, Russ. Let's see. You might stick around and help me if there's anybody that I struggle with there over in your area. Let me bump it up a little bit more. Let's see if we can. Maybe you can squeak. You might call WB6JNN. He's still stuck with 10 watts and a vertically aimed antenna, but maybe you could call him in and see if he wants to check in tonight. So WB6JNN, you call him if he doesn't come back, Russ, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
JNN, go ahead. Nothing heard.
Okay. Yeah, he may be electing just to stay off because he's so weak. He's got an antenna problem, and he needs to have somebody come over and help him get that antenna problem sorted out. Very good. Is there anybody else? I'm sure there is. WB6WNI, AB6SR, KB6BA. Who else is in the Bay Area here? K6MYC.
W6PQL.
WB6WNI1090.
Okay, W6PQL, 1296. Good evening, Jim. Hang on a second. WB6WNI. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh, thanks, Mike. We won't keep it too long. I did not hear JNN either, just if you want another survey result. Yeah, no JNN. So, Mike, I did try 6 meters. I'll give you an example. It's S1 noise, S1. 6 meters was S9, so I think I'm going to have to use YouTube in order to find out when you're in the area, because the difference in noise is astronomical, as they say. Tonight it's beautiful. I heard you much earlier than when you called the Bay Area. Anyway, I'll let you get over to PQL, Jim, and then I'm going to say 73, and we'll try 432 one more time tomorrow night. K6MYC, WB6WNI 73.
Okay. 73's there, Gary. Thanks for being there. And okay on the noise, yeah, you got to sort that one out. That'll wipe you out. That's for sure. W6PQL, K6MYC. Good evening, Jim.
Well, good evening, and nothing new to report. So we've all got the same weather. Guess we shouldn't repeat all of that stuff. I'm going to try to golf tomorrow, but there's a little rain in the forecast, so we'll see what happens. And I thought I heard WB6JNN in there. I'm not pointed at him, but he may have been in there. Shall I check for him?
Absolutely, but I don't think he's there. He's still stuck with that antenna, the satellite antenna that's pointed straight up at 15 watts or something. Over.
Okay, well, let me just rotate that way. I'm doing that now. WB6JNN, W6PQL. Jim, are you in there? No, I was just hearing things, Mike.
Yeah, my guess is that he's not there because he's not going to strain to get us. He's just going to wait till he gets things fixed over there. All right, fine on the golfing. I have a golf joke for you. You've probably heard it. You want to hear the golf joke?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Okay, so this guy is a good Catholic, but he's a golfer like you, and he's been having good and bad days like you do. Anyway, he goes to the confessional, and he's sitting in there with the father, and he says, "Father, I have sinned. There have been times when I'm playing my golf game that I've used the Lord's name in vain." And the father said, "Oh my gosh, what's been happening? You're having trouble off the tee." And he said, "Oh no, perfect shots right off the tee. The last I was driving right down the middle of the fairway, better than 200 yards every tee off." Well, then you must have been having trouble with your iron, your 5-iron. Did you have trouble with the 5-iron? He said, No. I took the 5-iron from the fairway and I laid it right up, and the ball ended up 1 foot from the pin, 1 foot from the pin. And the door slid back open on the confessional, and the father says, "Christ, you didn't miss a 1-foot putt, did you?"
All right, can I use that one?
You've heard that, have you?
No, I don't think I've heard that one.
Back me up. Father knew what was going on, and he would have done the same thing. Okay, so much for that. Anyway, you could save that for your buddies tomorrow if they haven't heard that one. All right, anyway, good evening, and take a standby, and we'll see if there's anybody else. And I have not heard Mike yet, and I haven't heard Stan AB6SR and KB6BA. There still may be a couple of others. K6MYC Bozo Net, 2 meters looking into the Bay Area. Come now, please.
AB6SR 807.
There's 807. Good evening, Stan. Big signal. Good to hear you. How was your day?
Day was okay. I turned 80 today, would you believe? Got there at long last. Oh, and by the way, I was on 6 meters when I fell asleep when you were on Monday evening, so that was the story of that. Anyway, I've turned into an octogenarian, so that's the only news I have today. Back to you.
Yeah, well, I had trouble on 6 meters. One of my 2 rotor controllers, the backup and the original, that turned just that tower, were lost when I had all the other failures in the system, the solar system unit. One of the units apparently was putting out a voltage on the neutral line at 75 volts on the neutral line, and it might have been higher at other times, but that coughed a lot of stuff. It coughed my furnaces and all the controls on each end of the house. It coughed the wash machine dryer, the dryer, and a bunch of other little things in the house, and a bunch of plug strips and so on. And it also cost me, I couldn't rotate. I was on 6, but I could only point north, so I couldn't rotate. So don't feel bad about missing that one. Anyway, good to hear you, Stan. AB6SR for your final K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. Sorry to hear about all that. That's not at all nice. So, Jim, I think it's going to be fine weather tomorrow, or cloudy or something, but I don't think there's going to be rain in the morning, but as long as you start at lunchtime or something, you should be okay. So, nothing else from me here, Mike. Hope you get everything sorted out. It sounds like Monday night wasn't much fun on 6 for anybody. I was listening to Gary there a little bit earlier. Anyway, off you go. See who else is around. I didn't hear Jim, JNN either, so that's it. Back to you, K6MYC, AB6SR listening here.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. And we'll look for you either tomorrow night on 432 or Sunday night, of course. AB6SR, K6MYC, clear, standing by for WA6AXX, KB6BA, KB6JSM. I haven't heard now for a month or so. And anybody else in the Bay Area, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, standing by and listening.
W2 WRX, KB6 WSC.
Okay, KB6 WFC, K6MYC. Got your 775, Mike. And I also hear you, Carl. Stand by. We'll be right with you. 294. Got your 294, Carl. Stand by. Go ahead, Mike. KB6 WFC, K6MYC. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. Yeah, nothing new to report here. Currently 54 degrees and cloudy, and some rain due overnight. Back to you, K6MYC, KB6WSC.
I guess we're supposed to get some rain maybe tomorrow, but probably later in the day. We had mostly sunshine today, but there was a couple of times when it got a little cloudy toward the end of the day. It clouded over. All right, 7-3, Mike, thanks for your check-in, and of course we'll look for you tomorrow on 432. A good booming signal here tonight on 2 meters from your station there in Daly City. It's about 60 here at the moment outside, but and we had a day that probably might have pushed towards 70, but I don't think it made it. So that was it. But we had quite a bit of sun. It just never got very warm out. 7-3, Mike, and over to you, Carl. W2WRX 294 K6MYC.
Aloha there, Mike. We're doing pretty good on this side, on the Central Valley side. Anyway, I'm doing okay, and we passed that rain there. I'm glad we got some rain. We could use more rain, but other than that, I'm doing really good here there, Mike. W2WRX, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Roger. Well, we got about 4 inches in the last rain and 2 little bursts. We got 3 inches the first night, and then the next time it came, it drizzled all day. I think it was yesterday. I lose track of the days, but I think it was yesterday. Drizzled all day, but we got another inch, and that's been it. So 4 inches in the last, since Friday of last week. Thanks very much, Carl. Enjoy your Mai Tai and have have one on me, a Mai Tai. Aloha, my friend. W2WRX K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. We'll talk to you later. Yeah, I got this Mai Tai on the side right here. It's nice and cool. I'm going to put another cube in there, and we'll be ready to go and take a little mo point. Mo point means go night-night. But other than that, I'm going to hang around just for about another 2 hours. Then I'll probably go moi. Anyway, we'll catch you later, Mike. W2WRX. Aloha.
7-3, Carl. Thank you for checking in there. Anybody else in the Bay Area? How about K6WIS? Nothing from Paul tonight. Okay, anybody else before we go up toward Oakley? K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area, last call. Okay, nothing heard. Here it comes into Oakley. That should be pretty close. Oakley and up the San Joaquin, Sacramento Valley. N6 Radio Ocean, N6RO, over.
K6MYC from N6RO, Bozo 835, in the middle of the darkness in Charlie Mike 97. High temperature was 59. 2 days ago we had 0.7 inches of rain, and we were supposed to get some right after midnight tonight, but not a big one. Dinner was Atlantic salmon and spinach and mushrooms, onions, and carrots and corn. And that's all I got to report in 6RO.
Yeah, except for the fact that you won the contest. Good deal. Ken, WA60IB, you want to say hello to N6RO? I don't know where he is. He was here earlier, but maybe he had to go into dinner.
He's over in the 10-meter net, Mike, KM6SRR.
Oh, that's right. This is 10-meter net night. Okay. Thank you, Rob. You want to say hi to Ken?
Sure. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR.
Yeah. Hi, Rob. You're quite as strong as Mike, but I'm hearing you pretty well. I've got a bad noise, a PG&E-related noise coming from your direction. And I've got the blanker on, and it's sort of distorting things. But I hear you pretty good. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I re-peaked on you. Hopefully it's a little better, but I'm hearing you fine there. Thanks for being there, KM6SR.
Bye-bye.
Okay, 7-3, Ken, and of course we'll see you tomorrow night. You won't have any power line noise, I don't think, on 432. You better not. N6RO, Oakley, K6MYC.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night. It's the usual too many things going on night, but I'll do my best to check in. See you then.
Yeah, well, you can check in any time I get from the Bay Area to Nevada, I hear you. So from due west to due north, I hear you. So whenever you can squeeze a minute in there, if I don't hear you, somebody else will, so they'll tell me you're in there. Thanks, Ken. 7-3, good evening again, 6RO. I had a nice dinner. It was some very, very wonderful soup. I don't know what they actually called it. They called it, what was it? I don't know, but it was sure good. And I finished almost. I got one more mouthful that I couldn't get in before I had to come out here. So we'll finish that up and have a little dessert, and we'll be good for the night. 7-3, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC. Anybody else up the valley?
KO6 IQR 1189.
Okay, two of you. I got you, Dennis, 86. Big signal. Hang on a second, Dennis. Let me get 1189 out of the way here. 1189 KO6 IQR. Big signal, Mario.
Thank you. That's 500 watts now. 500 watts.
Well, you got a new amp in there, huh?
Yeah, I snuck it in last week. You couldn't tell, but Rob knew about it. I talked to him earlier. Yeah, I finally got the wiring for it and got it hooked up here, kind of clandestinely. Well, it's working. You know, I'm working on jumpers, and I did finally find a rotator to fit my tripod, which was a kind of a custom deal. So once I get all the antennas kind of situated, I'll be able to spin around and listen to everybody. Over.
Yeah, that'll be good. And with the 500 watts, they'll be able to hear you too. A lot of guys have power line problems these days. I don't know why, but it always helps to have a little more goo on your end. Sounding good, Mario, and okay on the. I don't know if what you mean clandestine or jury rig. Over. You hiding the amp? You're not supposed to have it.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Oh, you said the clandestine hookup. That means you're kind of hiding the amplifier. Is that true or not?
No. I'm just saying I got it sitting here on the dryer in the garage with everything stacked on top of it because my coax isn't long enough to reach outside all the way from the living room. So it's just all up here on top of the dryer with the rotator, the watt meter, the SWR meter. Everything's just kind of stacked up right now, and I'm actually running off of a 12-volt battery.
QSL. Okay, got it. Jury rigged. Okay. Sounds good. Well, it's moving in. No question about it. It's doing a hell of a job. So it's working really well, Mario. Thanks for checking in, and I'll take a listen and see if we have John over there in Modesto. KO6 IQR, K6MYC 73, and John, if you're there, pop in. KD6 WVL.
KD6 WVL 1179. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, good evening. Big signal from you also. The band sounds really good. Over.
Oh, yeah, you're 20 over here, so you're sounding really good. Just sitting here listening to the net.
Yeah, good. So you can hear some of the guys, can you?
Yeah, I can hear pretty good. I haven't been spinning around, but I can hear you no matter what direction I'm pointing. And a few of the locals and a few up north, I can always hear Ken. It's sounding good.
Okay, very good. Well, good to have you in here. I'm going to move right along. I'm still a little bit behind schedule here, and I want to go in and finish my dinner. So, you know how Wednesday nights are. They always get to cooking in the kitchen there with everybody was there. 2 grandsons, my son and one of the grandson's girlfriends, and Judy was there, and a madhouse in the kitchen, but never seems to get on the table before about 20 minutes after 7. So I got to eat fast and run. So we'll see. We've got more time. Look for your 432 crusher tomorrow, John. KD6 WBL, K6MYC 73.
K6MYC, KD6 WVL. Yeah, thanks for the check-in, Mike. 73.
73. Okay, anybody else in this direction? K6MYC. Okay, I don't hear anybody, so I'm going to go towards Sacramento. There's up toward KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB, are you there tonight, Darren? Over.
Yes, I'm hanging in here. KJ6KFB 756.
Okay, very good. By the way, I forgot Dennis, so let me see. Let me shoot it to Dennis and see if he's there still. WB6ISO, K6MYC. Sorry about that, Dennis. Over.
Oh, no problem there, Mr. Mike, and a very pleasant evening to you, and good evening to Mr. Darren. WB6ISO, Bozo 86, and if you would also check in KA60SX 160. And also we have N1 Papa, a lot of Papas, 336. And also Larry, N6BX at 782. Got N6TNI at 132. KA6NBC Richard at 849. And last but not least, I had Mr. JR at K6LBP, number 1101, over.
Boy, that's a list. We got them all. Thank you, Dennis. And sounds good. We were really busy tonight. Good to have everything working again, and very nice, solid signal, no flutter. And easy copy tonight. Dennis, thanks for all the check-ins there. And we'll look for you, of course, on 432 tomorrow. Is everything okay working on 432 okay?
Yeah, I redid that entire system. Replaced the LMR 400 to the LMR 600. I won't bore you to death because you already know, but for anybody that's out there listening, I would really suggest looking up the specs on the loss factor at 450 megs on the LMR 400. You're not too happy with that one. So the LMR 600 will make a big difference there. Also, at the same time, I would appreciate an audit report from you this evening there, Mike. I am on a different radio. This is one that you'd heard of before. I had also for many years from a gentleman named K6ERF, or formerly N6OX. This is his formal radio, the ICOM 746, over.
Yeah, no, it sounds fine. It's probably as good as I've ever heard you.
Yeah, the only problem I'm having, I'm going to have to redo the frequencies. It's off a little bit. I'm showing 144.240.10 actually. But that's reasons, old it is and everything else, to get everything recalibrated. But so we will do that. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Hope they have a fine evening. Stay warm. WB6ISO, get done. Get your din.
Okay, thank you. No, the 746 is old. That's maybe why crystals have aged just a little bit and slightly off frequency. But I'm sure once you get it readjusted, it'll stay on frequency. They're very stable. They just age, as they all do. Right, 7-3, Dennis. Now let's see. Back to you, Darren. I'm sorry to hold you, but I had Dennis in the holding pattern before you there. KJ6KFB, we didn't hear anything on 1296 last night, so I assumed you were not there. Over.
Oh, no, I was absolutely there. For whatever reason, you just were not able to find me.
Oh, you could hear me?
At times, yeah. You were in and out. It was a slow fade up and down. But yeah, I did hear you in there. But you were not hearing me with my whopping 10 watts.
Yeah, well, sometimes I do, but I couldn't even find a trace of you. So if you were hearing me weekly with 600 watts, why, that's probably why I couldn't hear you, even though I have a preamp up at the antenna. And the conditions were not very good. I barely scraped by with the KR6MR. I heard him, but there was never a period where he was Q5. I had him Q5 for about 10 words, and but I wouldn't call that Q5 because the rest of the sentences was not there, and he barely came in at all. So everything was down about 5 or 10 dB. Don't give up, though. You keep trying, and we'll have better conditions, I think, after we were just coming out of that big rainstorm, and I think everything was all screwed up. Anyway, thanks, Darren. Thanks for trying. I'll put you down in the log that you were there, but I'm sorry we missed you. KJ6KFB, K6MYC, 73, Darren.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll catch you next round, hopefully. Well, you can always send up another antenna, and who knows, maybe I'll make a pair of them work better.
Well, there's some amps floating around. I think, who has one? I don't know if he's going to keep it or get rid of it, but I think there's about a 100-watt amp that KW6S has that he's trying to get finalized. Picked it up, and I don't think he's going to keep it. I think he's just trying to get it running. So that's one possibility. You might drop KW6S an email and see what he wants to do with that one. Seems like there's 150 watt around somewhere. Somebody had one. I don't know if they ever bought it. There was a guy down in Florida that was selling one, and I don't know what happened to whoever picked that one up. Rob, do you remember what happened to the one that was in Florida?
Never heard any more about it. I don't know whether he still has it or not.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm trying to remember his call. WD4. I forgot the call now. I don't think it was WD4 Mike Delta. I think it was Whiskey Baker 4 Mexico, Denmark or something. His name was, he's a PhD doctor. Maybe the thing to do if you want to check into it, Darren, is to drop an email to W6PQL and ask him if he knows if the 150 watt that he built, because it was a PQL amp, and the guy had called Jim and said, I'm selling this, so hawk it up, but we haven't heard any more about it. So I don't know if somebody bought it or if he sold it or what, but Jim would know whether it's still available, W6PQL. Just drop him a quick email, Darren. That'd be a good one, 150 watts, and you'd be a king of the hill over there. KJ6KFB for your final, K6MYC.
KM6SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, the guy is James Hunter in Tampa, Florida. Alpha 4, Mike Delta.
Alpha 4, Mike Delta. You might just go to him directly, see if he still has it, Darren, over.
Taking notes. Alpha 4, Mike Delta.
That's it. All right, let you go. 7-3. See you tomorrow on 432, I hope. KJ6KFB up to KO6KD, K6MYC. Bill?
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Lynette and everybody else out there. You were peaking at 5 over 9, and then you started to drop back a little bit. But at any rate, good evening, one and all. KO6KD, number 776, where we didn't get any rain today, but it is currently, let's see here, it's currently 53 degrees. They're saying we're supposed to get some rain tonight in the overnight hours and then stopping sometime tomorrow. But that's what they're forecasting. So anyway, that's it for here, and good to hear you this morning, and hopefully I'll be there tomorrow morning as well. KO6KD.
Okay. KO6KD is sounding pretty good finally. Yeah, you sounded much better this morning, much more relieved. Did you have any more little pieces come out?
No, but it feels like there's still a twinge, like there may be something else going on there, but we'll just have to wait and see, because it's not, that department is not yet completely back to normal, so yeah, there may still be something going on there. So I'm drinking the cranberry juice and water, and yeah, just hopefully things will settle down and get back to normal. That's what I'm hoping for, but I'm grateful that that it is better. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I would imagine that you got scratched with that big stone going through, and that probably it just isn't gonna heal overnight. It sounds like you're on the mend, though, And hopefully there won't be any more, and hopefully that'll heal, and by morning or so you'll be finding less and less of that issue. Good luck, and we'll see you in the morning, Bill. KO6KD for your final, and then I'll go up and get John, K6MYC.
Yep, I sure hope that it does heal up and everything gets back to just having to deal with this doggone leg. Oh, man. All right, anyway, but thanks again, Mike. Always good to hear you guys out here, and also in the morning. So 7-3 for now. We'll see you next time. KO6KD.
7-3. Okay, John, let me come up your way a little bit here. Something like that. KR6MR. Boy, it was struggly last night, but we made it. KR6MR. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR. Bozo 759. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I got some noise in your direction. Let me put the blanket on here. There we go. That should clear that up. KR6MR, K6MYC. Yeah, it was a poor night on 1296, but we did get one transmission of you for about 10 seconds perfectly clear, so wasn't any question. I guess Darren was there, but I didn't hear him at all, and I guess you did not hear him either. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, K6MYC.
Yeah, I think I heard him last night. I really don't remember. But yeah, 1296 is one of those bands that is very frustrating, to say the least.
Yeah, well, you've still got a power issue there. And if you had 70 or 80, 60, 70 watts like you should have, you'd probably be okay. But it's the time of the year that nobody's really blasting me out here. Everybody was down 10 dB or so last night on 1296. I don't think I had an antenna problem, but you never know. I have 8 antennas up there, and 2 of them or 4 of them could be bad or something. I don't know. It hasn't been looked at for 3 or 4 years. No VSWR, but still it could be something there. But sometimes I hear very, very well with it, so you never know. I think it's just more band conditions than anything. Thanks, John. Good evening to you. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432, and we'll get a feel for that, see how good that is reference to 1296. KR6MR for your final, and I'll go to Redding, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. I'll look for you tomorrow night on 432, and keep track of my weather conditions here, and see if we get any rain up here. K6MYC, KR6MR, 73.
Yeah, 73. You're going to get rain, I think. It's Bill's expecting some inch plus rain there pretty quickly between now and the next day. We don't know whether we're going to get any. I think we got some coming, but it's nothing like what you guys are going to get up there. Good luck. I heard a CW station in there. Who is this CW? Was that KD6BQ? Well, I don't hear the CW now. Let me go for Redding. It was pretty loud. It was too loud for Redding, I think, but you never know. Redding, K6MYC, listing for KD6 Sugar Whiskey and KO6HS. Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Sugar and KD6SW. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Rich, are you there? Over?
Yeah, good evening there, Mike. This is KD6SW. KD6 for what? Number 145.
Yeah, they didn't stay on long enough for me to peak you. So you're pretty weak, but I got 145. Thank you, Rich. Let's give me a little more chatter and I'll peak on you, and then I'll stand by for Jerry there. 145 KD6SW. Go ahead, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, well, we had kind of an interesting day. They started out a little bit on the sprinkly side, but then it cooled it off a little bit, and things began to dry out. So things are pretty much normal here in Joplin City, so nothing really easy to report on from here. And things haven't been up a little bit tweaked in on the
it's not readable, but I can tell you're in there. Let's see if I can hear Jerry here. KO6HS, KO6 Hotel Sugar, K6MYC calling and standing by. Go ahead, Jerry, over.
Not favoring you at the moment. We'll see if we can't get a little RF down there, though. How do you copy now? KO6HS230, over.
Yeah, you came way up. Really good copy now. KO6HS, K6MYC, Q5 from the beginning, but it got stronger and stronger, and I tweaked a little bit. Might have got a little bit more tweaking, but you were coming up so quickly. It's hard to tell whether it was the band or my rotation that made it better, but good to hear you for a change. You're way stronger than Rich right now, but I'm sure that's just conditions. Great to hear you, and sorry we've had such punk conditions between us lately. Hopefully you guys are in the rainy season up there and getting wet. You might give me some comments on your rain. KO6HS, K6MYC. KO6HS, K6MYC. You still there? Yeah, boy, I cannot find a peak on you. You're peaking in a bunch of different directions here. I don't think it's the band. I think the band has just got you separated into 3 or 4 paths there. I did not copy much of that. I could tell you were in there, but I couldn't get any readability. Let's try one more time. How's your rain situation? KO6HS, K6MYC, over.
Double. Propagation's not with us. Propagation's not with us. We're fading down. We'll say 73. We'll give Rich a chance to get in there. See what that conversation.
Yeah, boy, it just does not want to come alive for us here. It must be all broken up on that path. All right, let me shoot it back to Rich and see if I can get anything from him on the rain situation. What's coming here? KD6SW with KO6HS, K6MYC. Standing by, Rich.
Okay, I doubt whether you're going to be able to copy me. You're down in the grunge there, Mike. Anyway, 7-3, good evening to you. KD6SW, ready and over.
Okay, how's your rain situation? Your Q5 right now. Go ahead.
Well, I thought we had a little bit of sprinkles here this morning and late last night. Things are still soggy wet out there. I think we're supposed to get some more rain possibly tomorrow or the next day. Well, anyway, wait and see, you know. Anything that we have extra, I'll just send down your way, over.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, we are expecting a little rain down here, too. We got 4 inches in the from last Friday till Monday or so. We got about 4 inches, so we did a little bit decently here. 7-3, and we'll maybe look for you tomorrow night on 432. Make some CW on 432 if you can. 7-3, Rich. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KO6HS, K6MYC. Good evening, guys. Anybody else in the Sacramento direction? How about K6 Whiskey India Sugar? How about AG6 Queen Lima? I guess that's it. Okay, I'm going toward Reno, Carson City, and Nevada. Nevada. Here comes Nevada. Going up to Nevada, K6MYC. KD6BQ, are you there, Rich? K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, it's a funny path. The path seemed to change on you lately. You've gotten more and more to the north than where we used to be finding you. And I haven't touched the calibration. Normally, if it goes off, it goes. So I have to keep going more and more to the clockwise direction. But Now I'm getting you just a little bit west of north. Anyway, good evening. And was that you that tried to get in on CW earlier?
Negative. I was talking to Larry on 223 FM, so I didn't get on earlier. And you were actually louder when you were pointed towards Sacramento than you are now, but maybe it's in the fade there. K6MYC, KD6BQ.
Yeah, it's just the band. You're going up and down here. I went back to the east again, and you came back up. So I think there's more than one path. And so I'm finding one path, and then that path sort of fades, and I find another path. I've seen that on a couple of other stations tonight as well. Okay, is Larry going to be on here tonight? Let's see. N7 Whiskey Tango. How about it, Larry? K6MYC.
Negative. He just signed out about 10 minutes ago and went back into the house. So he said he's going to try to be on 432 tomorrow. Over.
Oh, okay, we'll look for him there. You think Eric is there? N7 Whiskey Victor Alpha Zulu. Do you think he's there tonight?
I don't think so. He was planning on being on Sunday night, but his plane was delayed, so he got back late. And I think he's on another trip this week, and he'll try again on next Sunday. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if I can pull Daniel out here tonight. Daniel, I'll look for you. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. No, that's not right. KE7 UQL. I better get my brain in gear before I open my mouth. KE7 UQL, K6MYC, over.
Roger. There is 272. This is KE7 UQL. We've got you, Mike, over.
Yeah, gotcha. 272. Good evening, Daniel. Not ripping and snorting in here, but perfectly Q5 at the moment, so that's good. Let's see if Rob has got anything on you. Rob, are you hearing him?
Yeah, way down low. How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KE7UQL. Good evening, Rob.
He turned it to you, Rob.
Boy, he dropped out after I heard a few words, and that was it.
Yeah, you didn't say very much, Daniel. You didn't give. You got to give Rob a little bit more chance. He's got to wiggle the antenna back and forth to get you on a peak there. So take another transmission, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
Roger. This is KE7UQL. You folks are down on the low end of the S-meter scale, way down there around F1, so the path is not helping me tonight. This is KE7UQL saying, howdy to California, over.
Yeah, you're up now. How about you, Rob?
No, I can just hear a voice in there, but it's right down with the noise. I can't make anything out.
Okay, how about Richard? Did you hear Richard?
Yeah, I heard Richard pretty good.
Say hello to Richard. He's still here.
How you doing, Richard? KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ. You're down in a fade right now, but anyway, your copy will be pretty weak, over.
Yeah, I could barely hear you there. I heard you over and that I was down in the basement. But I think you started coming up at the end there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you were starting to come up a little bit towards the end, but it was down in a deep fade, so hopefully it'll come up again here sometime quickly. So anyway, try it again there, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ, over.
Yeah, you came up pretty good there. Good Q5 copy on that one. Thank you. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gradually building. You're getting better too, so that's a good sign. I guess it's just a slow up and down wave or something.
Yeah, more down than up, though, Richard. It's not a great night. It was good every other direction, but you guys from Nevada are not real stable here. Quite a bit of QSB and flutter. I can't get rid of the flutter and so on, so it's a multi-path situation there. 7-3s, and we'll look for you tomorrow on 432. Let me ask Daniel. Daniel, are you going to have 432 running tomorrow? Over.
Weather permitting. It's been supposedly rain coming tomorrow. Over.
Okay, well, we'll give it a try anyway. We'll see what happens. 7-3 for now. KE7UQL, KD6BQ, KM6SRR 73s to you guys in Nevada, K6MYC. Rob, I guess we should go back and see if we can get Eddie.
Okay, yeah, I heard Daniel say a little bit weather permitting on that one, so he did come up a little. We got crazy QSB.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, guys, 7-3, KE7UQL.
Way up now, Daniel. You never know. 7-3.
7-3, Daniel, KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
Thank you, Rob. That's the best time. KM6SRR, KE7UQL, 7-3.
Yeah, now you're in my driveway. God, what gives?
Let me call one more time for the Bay Area in case there's anybody late checks or missed in the Bay Area, please. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, K6MYC, Bay Area, K6MYC, 2-meter Bozo Net. Late checks or missed, over. Okay, nothing heard going on down to Porterville.
How about Prather?
Well, Prather, he'll come in anywhere.
Hello, Mike. Hello, Rob.
Hi there.
Take 680. How you guys doing?
680, we got you, Mark. Go ahead.
All right, man. I heard you got 4. We got a little bit more than that. We got 4.5 inches so far from this last storm, so maybe we'll get a little bit more tomorrow, but yeah, it's been really nice, over.
Yeah.
There, Mark. K6MTS, KM6SRR.
Hello, Rob. Hey, I gave a critter report on 10 meters.
Hey, cool. Yeah, I can only pop over there just long enough to hear him call me and then get back here to keep a log. So, what kind of critters you got going on up there?
There's something on Facebook called Mountain Mouths. My wife's on the I'm not on all that stuff. But there was an elk right down the road here, roaming around. And then the same day, I was out walking on our property and down our road, and it saw tracks. I mean, these tracks were like as big as the front part of my foot. And apparently there's a big old bull elk cruising around here that I guess they released him down in Three Rivers or something not too long ago.
Wow, that's interesting. Is he fair game, or they want to get him population established?
I suspect he's not fair game just because of the area he's in right now, but I don't know. I don't know much about elk or hunting and stuff, but my understanding is you have to have a tag anyway, but I think he's pretty safe in this particular neighborhood, but yeah, it was just kind of cool.
Yeah, those are guys you don't want to meet on the street. They can take your car and kind of shred it.
Yeah, not quite a moose, but getting up there. Anyway, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. All right, Mike, back to you for scanning around the state and western states for late and miss there.
Okay, on the elk, that's great. I don't know of any elk down this far. That's quite unusual. He must be looking for a mate, and he's really stretching his territory there. That's a new one on me. You might research that a little bit and see if they're prominent in Yosemite. If any place, you would think they would be in the Yosemite Park area. So they might know about elk up here. I don't know. Anyway, good evening. And let me just see if Eddie's here. Eddie, KE6BK, Kilo Echo 6, Bravo Kilo, 858. I wonder if you're with us there this evening, Eddie. KE6BK, K6MYC. Over. I don't know. Was he in the 10-meter net, Rob?
I don't think he participates in that. I did hear him on the Aries net on Monday night. KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KM6SRR with K6MYC. Standing by.
Anybody else down the valley? KB6RQU. Anybody in Visalia? K6MYC, 'Bozo Net, looking down the San Joaquin Valley to southeast. funny that some of the LA guys that are, you'd think that they would be sticking around trying to catch us here. They don't have to put up with the net.
It's so hard to hear them, they probably gave up because they weren't that successful.
Well, they wouldn't be with the net going on, but now that their net's over, they could listen for us. You might make a note of the fact when you send the logs down that way that we're always pointing south at the end of our net, right around 8:30 to 8:45 maybe, somewhere in that window. So maybe they could stick around and have a chance to work us when they don't have to put up with their net. Over.
Okay, I can add that to our normal log I submit to the Bozo IO group. I think another issue is that they're vertical, and that's kind of hard for us to hear them.
Well, they can be horizontal. I think they go vertical because it's easy. And there's obviously got to be some guys that still have horizontal systems down there. Ted and some of the other guys, W6VBP has horizontal and so on. So there's people down there. Over.
Yeah, probably. Of course, I don't know if they want to wait till the end of ours because their net's over probably an hour earlier than ours.
Well, I don't know when their net's over. Are they done by 8 o'clock?
I'm guessing pretty close.
Wow. Well, you know, it seems like they would. Yeah, if I was there, I'm a VHFer and a weak signal guy, and I'm always looking for weak signals and looking for people that I can work further away. So I would have stuck around at least monitoring on the frequency for others. So, but we just haven't had any of that at all, which leaves me wondering why there's no interest in really pushing it there. But maybe it's a factor of noise too. You just don't know. Noise, antennas, polarity, all the rest of it. But I hear a lot of the vertical signals down there, so some of those guys, if they were horizontal, they'd be easy copy. Anyway, one more call, KE6BK or anybody in the South San Joaquin Valley, K6MYC, calling and listening. Last of the Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. 73's Rob, Aaron, 73 to you. Thanks for setting up the stream. And we'll see you tomorrow on 432. K6USY, KM6SRR, K6MTS. Good evening, Mark. You take one. Shoot it to Rob, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, I was going to say, I agree with you that if I was in SoCal and I had horizontal capabilities, I don't know about vertical, and I knew the net was going on up here and you were calling it and, the power you got, I would be trying to get in myself. It would just seem like, something you'd want to do if you're really into it, but anyhow, that's my take. All right, over to you, Rob, KM6SR, 73 guys, K6MTS.
Okay, thanks, Mark. K6MTS, KM6SR, 73. Hey, Mike, let's see. I forgot one of the things I was going to say. Count tonight. Did you want to count Larry is in there or not? I think Daniel said he was on there, but he was on a different band.
Well, he just quit early. We could check Larry in, sure.
Okay, now I got 43 then if we include Larry. And I'm going to be, I think, hopefully my back will let me do it, go to L.A. for next week. We're going to leave Monday morning and be back probably Friday night or Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. So you'll be gone the whole time. Who's going to shoot the nets, the logs to Southland?
Well, I don't know, but I probably could take my computer with me, I guess, and if you were to text me the info like Judy does sometimes, I could, type it up and send it on.
Okay, well, we'll play that by ear.
I could always do it when we get back. I know sometimes the LA guys take quite a few days to get theirs up.
Oh, do they? Okay. We can just shoot you on your phone. We can shoot you the pictures, and then you can deal with them when you get back. Okay?
Yeah, that works. I just got the Bozo IO thing for 11/16, which I think was that Sunday night. sends theirs in a little bit later too, so as long as we're close.
Yeah, okay. I'll just have Judy just send the log to you every night. How's that?
That sounds good.
Alrighty. Night, guys. K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, Bozo 47, closing the 2-meter net on 11/19/25. K6MYC. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. K6USY.
Good night, Aaron.
Good night, Mike.